Welcome back to Seb on Golf. Welcome to Royal St George's. I can't lie, I'm a little bit excited, guys. Please excuse me. I am here just a few weeks ahead of the 149th Open Championship. I've been playing a full course vlog for you here, showing you every single shot. How am I going to get on in this glorious Open Championship venue? I cannot ask for any better weather. I've got no excuses. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on this video if you do enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below. Who's going to win the Open this year, guys? We just saw John Rahm win the US Open. Who's going to win the big one, the Claret Jug? Let me know down below. I'm going to be working with the guys at the Open right here, tournament week at Royal St George's, bringing you lots of content for their YouTube and their TikTok account. I've been a massive fan of TikTok recently. I've been doing lots more on there, and I do really enjoy it. So if any of you are unsure about TikTok, I can't advise enough. Give it a chance, download it, get involved. For those of you that are on TikTok, you already know, links to the Open's YouTube and TikTok down below. But without further ado, let's hit this first tee shot. So I asked you guys to comment below who your pick was for the Open, but how about this for a little something extra? Head over to my Instagram. The post you see on page now is now live on my page. Comment below on that post who your pick for the Open is and what you think the winning score is going to be. And if someone gets it right, I'm going to give you this very special limited edition Open inspired TaylorMade Staff Tour Bag. Now, to be eligible for this one, you must be following myself and TaylorMade Tour. But guys, make sure you do follow me on Instagram because I do loads of giveaways like this. So head over there, drop me a follow, leave your comments. Who is going to win the Open and the winning score? Good luck. So what tees to play off? I can't lie, I am very tempted to play the full round off the championship tees. I've been given permission, but very luckily I'm going to be coming back here the day after the Open to play again, where I am going to play off the championship tees. The green course, everything's going to be set up just a few hours after somebody lifts the Claret Jug. Today is, if you like, the loosener, the dress rehearsal. Still going to be playing off the medal tees, which is 6,600 yards. It's 7.2 off the championships. It's still a slope rating of 133 today, so it's still going to be a very tough test. But this is the one where I've got to get a feel for the course, and the aim is to come back and see if I can shoot anything even close to the 70s the day after Open Sunday. An absolutely glorious day for it indeed, and a really interesting first hole. A lot harder than I actually thought it was on the tee. It's a slightly blind tee shot. Fairway looks a lot more harder to find than it actually was. There's a bit of room out there, and I did find it. However, it was still going to be over 200 yards into this green, which was a good, nicely hit hybrid there. And you can see that ball flight. I love seeing that ball flight in the air. Nice little draw. Going towards the green. It's just hit the top of that bunker. Just, I think maybe just on the green or on the left. Straight away. I've hit a pretty good drive there. It's not that into the wind and it's pretty calm today. But I had 200 odd yards in, hybrid, up in the air, still not got there. And I've walked up the fairway on the first. Look at this rough. There's not much room here. This fairway is only, what, 30, 40 yards wide, and just off it, it's knee-high stuff. This could be a real test. It's going to be a real test, and I've got a bit of a test here. Longish putt. Did a bit of warming up on the putting green before, but wasn't much good to me. Into the wind there. I've left that putt quite a long way short, and it's work I have to save par on the first. Come on. But there we go. A little fist pump on the first. Okay, that's the sort of day it's going to be. We're fist pumping pars, guys. I'm going to have to say it. How good is that sound? How good is that sound? I love the sound my Sim 2 makes off the face. It was a really good hit, but I did pull it a little left here. Thankfully though, it was far enough back, could get a full club on it. Managed to get an 8-iron on this. Hit it up there. Little bit left. Needed to use the short game here for an up and down. Really crazy how much undulation there is around the greens here. Hard to notice until you're sort of walking it. That wasn't a very good pitch shot for me, and I've now got a pretty long shot, long putt I should say, for par, and that's not even close, is it? That's a bogey, 1 over par through 2. Not the start we needed, and as you would have seen, I was playing with my dad this day, who had some very interesting, traditional, shall we say, long socks on for the Royal St George's clubhouse. He was wearing those with pride. Third hole, 195 yards, hybrid off the tee. Pulled it a smidge, but it was on the green. But it was a long way from the hole, and I needed to get the pace right. I did try and give this one a little bit more, and I've given it too much. But about 4 foot left for the par. Managed to convert this one. Still at 1 over. Fourth hole. 415 yards. Love that sound with the driver. That will never ever get old to me. Ever. I was watching after it. Live. It was a bit of a blind shot, you can't really see it there. The line was sort of over those bunkers you see on the course map to the right, and I did push it a bit too far to the right, and this was probably one of the harder holes. Can't possibly hit that any better. I still have no idea if it's anywhere near the green.
Links Golf, obviously lots of blind shots here.
Right.
And two sort of blind shots here, the tee and the approach. But look at this hill. This is incredible. I play this course a lot on some of the computer games like WGT, etc. You never quite understand how steep that hill is. I still don't know if the camera's really doing it justice. It is ridiculous.
I mean, this is incredible. I think I'm going to actually have to go out to the left and like to slow it down to come back in. I don't think I can go straight at the hole. Right, just while my dad's finishing off, before I putt this, come and look at this. Back of the 4th green, someone has built a fantastic private viewing gallery. How cool is that? Built themselves a little veranda, a couple of chairs, can sit out and watch the Open unfold in front of them. They're not there for my putt, but I don't think they want to see this.
I don't think I want to see this. Really tough one. Just got to get it down on that bottom level. Just get it to the hill. I mean, what can you do with that? They had put the pins at the front. They're obviously protecting most of the greens, but did make for some fun pin locations. And to be honest, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. Left an uphill putt for the par.
Turn.
Hit a good line, but not enough gas. I thought I'd managed to scramble what would have been a really well fought par there on the 4th, but it is a bogey, and we're 2 over. 5th hole. This one is one where on the computer you can just try and whack a driver over all those bunkers to the second part of the fairway. I don't quite have that luxury. I did hit a really nice hybrid off the tee though to lay up, and I had a blind hole that was not only blind for me from the fairway but blind for Craig up on the hill here filming this one. You can just see the top of the white flag there over the crest of it, and I had hit an okay shot in there just front right of the green. Have I got the pace better? This is a little better. This is better. Nearly a birdie to get one back. Not quite, but that will be a nice tap in par. Steady the ship. 6th hole, par 3. Gotta love some linksy par 3s, haven't you? Allows you to play some really nice creative shots, and I was looking at this one for quite a while. I liked it. I liked it. I was happy with the strike. So, our first legitimate birdie chance here. And I did see something in this putt. Right to left, then left to right back at the end. Bit of a double breaker. Out to the right, coming back. Now does it come back again? It did, it did. Oh, good read, Sebi. That was a good read. I was happy with that. Don't always go in, do they? But good read, bit of confidence with that one. Now can my dad tap his one in for his par as well? Oh, just about.
There is a couple of blind shots here to say the least, and I'm paying the price of not playing this course before. Well, actually, I have played this course before, possibly about 10 years ago in the worst conditions of my life. I think I shot literally, no joke, about 110. The rain came like pelting all day for hours and hours. So I don't really count that. It feels like a whole new golf course. So I'm definitely learning here. 2 over already. This is a good example of just how much harder it's going to be if I do come back and play off the championship tees. Look at that number 7. That is, on this hole, 80 yards further back. 80 yards. If you think about that, that's basically 8 clubs more in for your second shot or your third shot. So yeah, brutal. But today it's downwind, so I'm going to just, I mean, it's that way, right? It's that way and it's hard, and we hope we find it.
That way, hard, hope we find it. I buttoned it, guys.
That's all I've got. That is all I've got.
Probably my best one of the day.
I hope that's okay.
Got it right down there, but still 220 yards in. So this was a 4-iron. I was watching after it. It was a little to the right on the path, so I was going to need to take a drop there.
It's a good drop there, I think so.
Those ropes, I think, indicating some GUR on the course, just areas they're protecting ahead of the Open. So now we're dropping it in a, not a fantastic lie, it wasn't too bad. Onto the green, and I did just fly that one a little too far, and downwind it just rolled and rolled and rolled on. But it is a birdie putt. Birdie putt is a birdie putt. Finger was up. Finger was up. Put your finger down, Sebi. What are you doing? Little club 12. Okay, at least we're giving birdies a chance now. It's another par. 2 over through 7. Eighth hole. Little dog leg to the right, this one. Just got to miss that bunker on the right itself. Hit that pretty solid. Was giving it a look though. Starting to move a little bit to the left. It's okay though.
Down there.
It was down there, but it's also in there, in that jungle. Clunk out of there. Just hard to get them close out of that stuff. Very hard to get the feel, and this one wasn't too bad. A little bit past my landing area, and it's rolled through the other side of the green. And now putting to save par. Yeah, not really ever gave a chance to going in, but no huge scores right now. It is going to be another bogey. 3 over par.
Another bogey.
And thank goodness the driver was working today, because the short game wasn't really behaving itself that much. And if the driver was all over the place, then it could have been terrible. But another fairway found with the driver. Really have been hitting this new Sim 2 very, very well. The new setup, the combination of that and my TP5 golf ball that I moved to from the X, really giving me, just seems a lot better consistency of strike, to be honest, and just a better flight, more favourable spin. And it just was finding a lot of fairways, to be honest. But sadly, the putts were not finding the bottom of the hole. Good birdie chance there on 9 to get one back before the turn. It is just another par. Chance for Stevie CB here to knock one in as well.
Oh, hit it. Hit it.
No, well, there must be a problem with the hole then, if neither of us could make it. 10th hole. This one was quite a long hole. Playing long, I should say. Only 370, but playing long. Uphill and into the wind. But I did pull it a bit. I mean, only one bunker to miss. And I nearly went in it. It just went over the top of it. I've now got a bit of an awkward stance. Ball above my feet. And this particular green on the 10th is sort of up on a hill. Sort of rolls away from it either side. And we did get a really cool angle here. Craig ran up into one of the TV towers and got a nice aerial shot for me on the 10th. And that's about my best pitch shot of the day by far. That was a really tricky up and down. Probably one of the hardest ones I've done. You couldn't really tell I was well below the green there. But nice up and down. Nice par save. 11th hole, par 3. 215 yards this one. It was a 6-iron I hit in there. And I hit it pretty good down there. And left myself, I'd say 15 feet for a birdie. Come on, Sebi. These have got to start going in sooner or later. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? I just didn't really hit it, did I? I mean, it's got to the hole, but it wasn't that positive a stroke. Fanned off. Another par. Another opportunity goes begging. But 3 over is not a bad score, I don't think. Like, you know, 3 handicapper now. I've been cut recently. Down to 2.8. And I was worried about that bunker, a 230 carry into the wind, and I've hit it pretty good, and I've gone straight into the face of it. And this one, there wasn't really much room to get over. There's no way I was trying to get on the green in 2. I was just trying to get it out and forward towards the green, but I caught it a bit heavy. Left in about 70 yards, and the wind did push it a little bit for me, and it was just rolling away. And you hit some of these slopes on these greens at Royal St George's, they end up getting a lot further away than maybe they could have done. Long putt for par now. Is a good roll. Better roll on this one. Better pace control as well. But it does mean a bogey. And we go to 4 over par. 13th. I'm just so happy with how I'm driving it. Really good drive this one was. Aimed at that big building. Slightly to the left. But a good hit. Finding it.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Unfortunately, I did not hit a very good shot here on 13. This was an 8-iron in from 157. And it was sloppy.
8-iron in, and I've just found one out to the right. A few untidy swings. The wind has actually not been too bad, but the weather has changed dramatically. It's now completely overcast, a little bit of rain spitting. I need to switch on here because I'm leaking shots and leave myself a lot of long chances for birdie, and the ones that I've had in mid-range, I've not been able to make anything. My putting does feel okay. I feel like I've got the distance down, but they're just not really that threatening the hole. So chance for a long one here.
Just to confirm as well, it is a requirement to wear long socks on the golf course at Royal St George's. That's why my dad bought those long ones. So yeah, they were so a tradition, we'll call it, a tradition to wear the long socks here.
Tell you what, I'm fairly happy with my lag putting today. Nice and easy, a few nice little 2 putts, but no birdies yet. I mean, that really, from an 8-iron in, it's not really good enough to leave myself work to save par. So I'm leaking shots here.
We were leaking shots, but not too damaging. This is an open championship setup. Yeah, okay, we're playing slightly forward tees, but still, it's not a forward tee. It's still 6,600 yards here. Still a pretty good test. So, you know, I'm not too disappointed with where I am. No doubles is important. It would be nice to get 1 or 2 back. Playing the 14th, the par 5 here. It was a driver off the tee, then a hybrid for a layup, and the rain was starting to come down. could make things interesting for the final stretch. Little 80-yard shot in here with a 50 degree. Was on a good line. Did go a little bit long though. Now I've got another birdie putt, but from sort of mid to long range. Down the hill, did not take the break. Not a good read on this one. Before my par putt, Stevie CB for his par putt. He makes it. You can see the jacket's on now. The long socks keeping those legs warm now. And taking my time over this one. Converted. We stay at 4 over. 15th hole. Stroke index 1 here. Just a straight away par 4, but bunkers either side of the fairway and protecting the green. Another fairway found though. Cannot explain to you how well I'm hitting that driver right now. It's not going miles, but I never do. But it's very, very straight. That could be very important for me if I'm going to come back here and play off the championship tee. He's going to have to keep this ball because in the rough it's gone.
It's going to the grandstand. It's done a Bryson. Through the back. Another tricky up and down. Once again I'm grinding away for par. The little slope to the right of the pin here I might be able to use to sort of stop it and bring it back a bit, but not fantastic right.
Short game is going to be tested again here. Always like to do a few practice swings when coming out of the rough just to get a feel for how the club moves through the grass. Turf interaction is so important on the short game shots. It's all about weight forward, hands forward and clip it. And I was trying to hit that slope on the right, it started to feed down and I wasn't too unhappy with how I hit it to be fair. I just didn't quite get it far enough to get down the hill. Now we've got a longish putt for par from the 15th.
That was right in the heart.
It was right in the heart. You did not give it the leg, Sebi. It is another drop shot. 5 over. But how good do those grandstands look behind? I just love it. This hole was unbelievable. 16.
As good as I can hit it.
It was as well. I flushed it.
Don't be long.
Maybe just a bit too much.
There's nothing like links golf. When you play 2 clubs extra, sort of half swing to trap it. That is my favourite feeling in golf probably, I think.
There really is nothing like it. But sadly this one just released a bit. Long putt. Back down the green. Look how big some of these greens are. There's going to be a little bit of work to do for the par. Putted these in all day quite nicely. Just in the left hand side. Skimmed round. Okay. Last 2 holes. 17th. 418 yards. Stroke index 5 this one. Tough hole. I was watching it. I'll be honest, I didn't know where it went. I wasn't sure. It's difficult to see the ball land sometimes with some of the different elevation changes here. It was just off to the left hand side of the fairway. And I had 170 yards in, which was a 5-iron up the hill into the wind.
Get up. Get up.
Asking it to go a little bit.
I think you stayed. Did you stay there? Stopped.
Birdie putt, of course, now on 17. Realistically, again, just an opportunity to try and 2-putt. Get it all the way to the hole, Sebi. And you've just left another one of those, haven't I?
It is so hard.
Calm down. Imagine this, trying to lift the claret jug. Trying to just get into the clubhouse. 5 overs, not obviously anything world-beating, but it's a pretty solid score. Can I hold on to it, though?
Here we are, last hole. 5 over par. Not great, no birdies, which is disappointing. I'd love to birdie the last, but it's not going to be easy. It's a long one. We've got, well, 440 from here, but it's into the wind. But how cool is that? Hitting into that huge grandstand with the iconic yellow leaderboards down each side. Let's just set ourselves a target of finishing with a par, shall we? We've got a par to win the Open. Not on my handicap, but not a million miles away. Could have been worse. Just haven't made any birdies today.
Stevie CB here needed a 6 on the last.
Yes.
To break 100. Hit one down there. I needed one more good driver swing, and guys, I did not get it. This one was going right, and it is thick over on the right hand side, let me tell you. This is what it's all about. You got to finish the job. I did find it though, and a big old swipe out of the right hand rough. This one was going left though. Still in the rough, and now we're in trouble, guys. This is what it must get like, twitchy. The grandstands are empty. I can't even imagine what it must be like when they're full up, trying to make some sort of score home. But the short game had started to warm up on this back nine, and that was probably the best one I've hit of the day. Under a bit of pressure on the last. Nicely on there. Get that putter out. Here we go. Tap in for a 5 over par, 77. Come on, Sebi, and it goes. Yes.
Come on. Well, finally, I've made a decent up and down there. 5 over par, not my best stuff. Drove it well, approach play bad, putted quite well. Short game wasn't great, but it was good enough for a pretty decent test. But I'm telling you one thing, off those championship tees, that is going to be a whole other ball game. Because that was probably about as fair a condition as you're going to get it around here. The wind blows further back, could be a big number. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Remember, let me know who's going to win this year's Open. I don't know who to pick, you know, guys. I really don't know who to pick. Watching that, bomb and gouge seems like it could work. You know, Bryson, he's going to have a lot of people out to find his balls. Bryson could be someone to watch over here. I'm telling you now. He could be a danger. I'd love to see Rory do well. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like on it. Please do hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel and you did enjoy the content. And let me know who is going to be top of that leaderboard come Open Sunday in a few weeks' time. See you next time, guys.